Today we're going to start talking about figurative language as we continue our poetry unit. The first thing that we need to know is what exactly figurative language is. Go ahead and take out your notebooks and write these definitions and examples with me as we go. Figurative language are words used in a special way to create a special meaning or effect. You find this a lot in poetry, but it's also in different literary works that you will read. The first type of figurative language that we are going to discuss is a simile. A simile is when you compare two unlike things by using the words like or as. One example is as busy as a bee. In this example, they are using as the comparison word, noting that it is a simile. They are saying a human is as busy as a bee because bees fly around a lot, making them really busy collecting their pollen, and that is what they're saying about the person. Another example is that went over like a lead balloon. In this example, they're using like as the comparison word, signifying to you as the reader that it is a simile. What this is saying is it's talking about an event being compared to a lead balloon, meaning if a balloon is lead, that means it's not going to fly or float. In the same way, this event did not go very well. So it was like that of a lead balloon. What I would like you to do now is in your notebooks, after copying down these definitions and examples, I want you to come up with 2 examples of similes on your own. They can be ones that you've heard before or ones that you make up. Go ahead and underline the like or as that you're using to compare your 2 objects with. The second type of figurative language that we're going to discuss is a metaphor. Metaphors compare 2 unlike things without using like or as. So they're similar to similes, only they don't have that like or as when they are comparing 2 objects. So the first example is a roller coaster of emotions. In this example, they're comparing the emotions of a person to a roller coaster, meaning that they're not constant emotions. A person's not always sad or always happy, but they go from one emotion, sad to happy to mad to angry, very quickly, and it changes. Another example of a metaphor is the hospital was a refrigerator. Now, the hospital isn't a refrigerator, but they are using this comparing device of a metaphor, saying a refrigerator is cold. Therefore, they're telling you that the hospital was cold, just like a refrigerator. Now I would like you to create 2 metaphor examples of your own. Go ahead and write them in your notebook, and I'll be looking over them in class. You can, again, create 2 of your own that you make up, or if you've heard some before, you can use those examples. The third figurative language device that we're going to be talking about is personification. Personification is when you give human characteristics to a non-human thing. So, for example, she did not realize that the opportunity was knocking at her door. Now, in this example, it is saying that an opportunity was knocking. An opportunity cannot knock on something because it's not a human object. Only humans can knock. So knocking is the unhuman characteristic that is being given to the opportunity. Therefore, is personification. Another example are the flowers waltzed in the gentle breeze. Again, flowers cannot really waltz. So it's giving this human characteristic of waltzing to the flowers. So in other words, that's meaning that the flowers swayed or moved when the wind came. What I'd like you to do now is also create 2 more examples of personification. Again, you can look up 2 examples of personification and write them down, or you can come up with 2 of your own. We're going to be talking about one more figurative language device today, and that is hyperbole. Now, hyperbole is an exaggeration that cannot be true. For example, he ran faster than lightning. It's not actually possible for a person to run faster than lightning. Lightning is super quick. So knowing that this is not actually possible, we know that this is a hyperbole. It's really just saying that he ran very fast. Another example, if I can't get a smartphone, I will die. Now this is a hyperbole because if a person doesn't have a smartphone, they won't actually die. This is saying that they really want it and they're trying to convince someone how much they need it. So the last thing I'd like you to do is I would like you to create 2 examples of hyperbole on your own. Again, you may look up 2 examples and copy them down in your notes, or you can create 2 of your own. So again, figurative language are words used in a special way to create a special effect or meaning. Today we talked about simile, metaphor, personification, and hyperbole.